The new Nissan Leaf is a shining star, make that 5 stars. The zero-emission, 100% electric vehicle, which boasts Nissan's cutting-edge autonomous ProPILOT technology, has been awarded a 5-star rating for safety from the Japan New Car Assessment Program, JNCAP. Out of a possible score of 100, the Nissan Leaf earned 94.8 for occupant safety in a collision, as well as successfully passed the electric shock protection test administered by the Japan New Car Assessment Program. Nissan reports, the test gauges how well electric vehicles protect occupants from electric shock in a collision. The car has a highly protective battery case, a layout and body structure that shield occupants from high-voltage parts, and a high-voltage cutoff device that activates in a collision. Safety technologies that help the new Nissan Leaf achieve the highest level of safety rating include seats with enforced headrests and back frames, 6 SRS airbags, seatbelts with pretensioners and load-limiting capabilities for the rear and front outboard seats, and a highly rigid body frame. According to Nissan, first introduced in 2010, the Nissan Leaf is the world's best-selling electric vehicle. The all-new version comes with a number of advanced technologies, including ProPILOT technology for autonomous single-lane driving on highways and the ProPILOT Park autonomous parking system. It also features e-pedal, which lets drivers accelerate and brake by operating only the accelerator pedal. The 2018 Nissan Leaf is available in 3 trims, S, SV, and SL. Each trim is equipped with a 110 kW AC synchronous electric motor, which generates 147 horsepower and 236 pounds-ft of torque. The new Nissan Leaf earns an EPA estimated range of 151 miles.
Ahead of its arrival in dealership showrooms this summer, Subaru announced pricing for its newest and largest ever vehicle. The Golden Retriever-approved 2019 Ascent 3-row crossover, built at the Japanese automaker's Indiana assembly plant, will kick off pricing at $32,970, with destination charges included. All trim levels of the new Ascent get a 260 horsepower, 2.4-liter, Boxer 4-turbo engine with a CVT and all-wheel drive as standard. Standard fare on the base trim includes an 8-passenger seating setup, tri-zone climate control, 4 USB ports, a 6.5-inch touchscreen equipped with Subaru's Starlink infotainment tech, featuring standard Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone projection technology, 18-inch alloy wheels, active torque vectoring, a whopping 19 cup holders, and Subaru's EyeSight crash avoidance tech, which includes automatic emergency braking, lane departure warning and adaptive cruise control. Stepping up to the premium trim takes the price up to $35,170, while adding optional 7-passenger seating thanks to second-row captain's chairs. Other additions with the trim include blind spot monitoring with rear cross-traffic alert, heated body color side mirrors, chrome exhaust tips, heated front seats, stain-resistant cloth upholstery, rear climate controls, leather-wrapped steering wheel and shifter, privacy glass, windshield de-isser, power-adjustable driver's seat, and a larger 8-inch Starlink touchscreen in the cockpit equipped with 4G LTE Wi-Fi. The premium trim has 2 optional packages available, one with navigation and one without. Shelling out an extra $4,260 gets you the nav system along with 20-inch wheels, keyless access, rear automatic emergency braking, an auto-dimming rearview mirror, panoramic sunroof, and power liftgate. Opting out of the navigation system deletes the 20-inch wheels, but the rest of those features only cost a $1,460 premium. Jumping up to the limited trim brings with it leather seating, heated second-row seats to keep the dogs warm, second-row sunshades, LED headlights and fog lights, automatic high beams, proximity entry and push-button start, 4-way power-adjustable passenger seat, adjustable driver's seat thigh support, 2 extra USB ports, heated steering wheel and more chrome trim, all for $39,970. A bundled option featuring a 14-speaker Harman Kardon stereo, panoramic sunroof and navigation can be had for an extra $2,950. For those who want to shuttle their outdoorsy family with all the bells and whistles, can have the $45,670 touring trim with fake wood trim, cooled front seats, a front camera, rain-sensing wipers, yet another 2 USB ports, even more chrome accents, touring exclusive brown leather, third-row sunshades, a 120-volt outlet, a digital LCD rear-view camera mirror and silver side mirrors. The touring trim only comes in a 7-passenger configuration. Fuel economy figures for the 2019 Ascent are estimated as 21 mpg city and 27 mpg highway. Opting for those 20-inch wheels drops both figures by 1 mpg. While the Ascent is cheaper than the Mazda CX-9 $33,105 starting MSRP, it's pricier than the base Volkswagen Atlas, $31,675, Chevrolet Traverse, $30,925, Hyundai Santa Fe, $31,830 and Honda Pilot, $31,875.
Tesla made a significant change to its electric motor strategy with the introduction of the Model 3, switching from an AC induction motor to a permanent magnet motor. Now, Tesla's principal motor designer, Konstantinos Laskaris, explains the logic behind the move. The automaker recently confirmed that they are building an electric motor R&D group in Greece to tap into strong local electrical engineering talent. At the Coil Winding, Insulation and Electrical Manufacturing Exhibition, QEM, in Chicago, Laskaris made a rare comment about Tesla's decision to use a permanent magnet motor in the Model 3 instead of an AC induction motor, like in Model S and Model X. He said, "It's well known that permanent magnet machines have the benefit of pre-excitation from the magnets, and therefore you have some efficiency benefit for that. Induction machines have perfect flux regulation and therefore you can optimize your efficiency. Both make sense for variable speed drive single-gear transmission as the drive units of the cars. So, as you know, our Model 3 has a permanent magnet machine now. This is because for the specification of the performance and efficiency, the permanent magnet machine better solved our cost minimization function, and it was optimal for the range and performance target. Quantitatively, the difference is what drives the future of the machine, and it's a trade-off between motor cost, range and battery cost that is determining which technology will be used in the future. It sounds like the decision was driven by efficiency and costs. According to the EPA, Tesla is still far from reaching its cost target for the Model 3, but they can say mission accomplished for efficiency since the Model 3 is one of the most efficient vehicles on the market. One of the main concerns with permanent magnet motors is that they often use rare earth materials, which are controversial because of health risks and geopolitical issues. But not much is known about the design of the Model 3 motor at the moment.
Has there ever been a better time to launch an electric car? There's a good argument in favor with current anti-diesel semantics and to a lesser extent anti-combustion engine sentiment from the government. However, concerns about range in pure electric vehicles has kept their sales to a small percentage of the UK total. With this new second-generation Leaf, Nissan hopes to persuade even more drivers to switch to electric thanks to a greatly improved range capability and a host of new technology. Nissan claims the Leaf will be bought by a wide cross-section of the public, just like any other hatchback. It claims buyers aren't limited to cities and the car isn't just a second car in a household. However, the majority are bought by private individuals. Nissan doesn't give exact figures for sales expectations, but the previous Leaf sold 5,600 units in its best year in 2017. It's a safe assumption that the Japanese firm will want to sell more of this new model. Not only does the new Leaf have a greater range, but the styling is much sleeker, although there are still a few angles where the front looks a little ungainly. The new Leaf carries the current Nissan family styling, which sees the front bumper design flow into the lights and wrap into the side of the car. The side profile is distinctive with an upward kick to the window line behind the back doors. The biggest improvement is to the rear, where the tailgate is now much more integrated into the overall design. But while the second-generation Leaf now looks more modern and appealing than before, it's under the bodywork where the biggest changes have taken place. A new motor has been installed, which sees the horsepower figure rise from 109 bhp to 150 bhp. To fuel this motor, Nissan has fitted more powerful batteries, 40 kWh rather than the previous car's 30 kWh. The result is a significant boost to acceleration. Few Leaf drivers will care directly about a 0 to 60 mph time, but the drop from 11.5 seconds to 7.9 seconds is large, and for the first time makes the Leaf feel usefully quick. Where this improvement is felt most is at speeds above 40 mph. Accelerating onto motorways and overtaking have become safer as a result. Probably of more use to electric car buyers is the greater range. Using the same criteria as the previous car, the official range jumps from 124 miles to 235 miles. Nissan has also tested the Leaf using a newer, more real-world system that provides a range figure for mixed driving of 168 miles. On a 97-mile route cross-country when we drove the Leaf, we used 75% of the car's battery, which is still a little off the claimed figure. There are clichés that apply to the way all electric cars drive, and this is no exception, which means it is exceptionally quiet and has instant and significant shove when you hit the accelerator. As a regular hatchback, the Leaf is now also a much more competent driving package. With this latest incarnation, Nissan engineers have spent much more time producing a car that rides and handles well. Stiffer suspension means there's less body roll than before in corners, yet the ride comfort, even over poorly surfaced roads, is good enough to keep passengers insulated from any jarring bumps. The steering too has been tweaked to give a more natural feel and more driver involvement in the corners. Perhaps the biggest change to the way the car drives comes in the form of a new feature called e-pedal. Press a button to activate and it reprograms the accelerator pedal so that when you lift your right foot, the car engages a much higher level of regenerative braking than is otherwise usually available. In reality, it means you can drive using only one pedal for the majority of the time. This is because pushing the accelerator makes the car go quicker, as normal, but lifting actively slows the car. This is equivalent to light braking, rather than just coasting, and will eventually bring the car to a full stop. It will even activate both the brakes and the brake lights at its most active. It takes a while to get used to and seems like the natural progression for electric cars that can feel like you're wasting energy by braking when you could be recapturing that momentum to recharge the battery. The cabin of the Leaf has also been improved too, with higher quality materials and a new high-tech dash plus a new central screen for navigation and other in-car settings. That said, it's still a way off the quality and feel of the best hatchbacks. Plus there's one significant oversight by Nissan: the lack of reach adjustment to the steering wheel, something that every other car in the small family car sector offers. That omission on the steering wheel, coupled with a very high driver's seat, means that taller drivers will find themselves looking out of the top portion of the windscreen and find the rearview mirror blocking vision in left-hand bends and turns. Meanwhile, taller rear seat passengers will also find headroom as limited by the inwardly sloping sides to the upper half of the doors. As a positive, the boot is bigger than before at a competitive 400 liters, although there is still a large lid to lift luggage over. The rear seats fold but don't form a flat floor. Alongside the battery tech and the e-pedal, Nissan has also introduced a clever cruise control system to help keep the car in a lane and slow or speed up depending on traffic and the maximum speed set by the driver. Like similar tech from premium brands Volvo and Mercedes, the system will bring the car to a complete stop and then restart when traffic clears. The few negatives may be a shame but are outside the core reasons for buying the new Leaf, which are the much improved driving experience and significantly better range.